So here's an example of the game board. Obviously it would be a little bit bigger. You can see in relation to my hand, it's merely just the size of a paper, an 8 by 11 piece of paper. And to do a little demonstration of this game, I'm just going to use 2 players, so you can see that there are 4 players here. There's yellow, pink, green, and blue. I'm going to use yellow and pink to start off with, okay? The game board is pretty straightforward. There are some equations that the students will have to solve for in these squares. Skip a turn boxes obviously mean that they skip their turn. Move back 5 spaces, it's pretty straightforward. They would move back the 5 spaces. And the question marks are in accordance with these question cards. So if they land on a question mark, they have to pick up a question card. And for instance, let's just do this little question card here. So it says, what is the value of the expression 5 bracket negative 18 plus 12 end bracket divided by negative 4 plus 1. They would have to evaluate that expression and come up with the single number that is the answer for that expression. If they get it wrong, then they may move the number of spaces. They may continue with their roll and then move the number of spaces that are on their roll. And if they get it incorrect, then they will miss a turn. So we're going to leave our little question card pile here. You'll notice that there is only one ladder. It's all the way at the end of the game board, so it goes all through here. And if they land on this spot, then they're going to have to start back from the beginning. I've also made this game a little short, so depending on the amount of time that the teacher has, students can either go through the game once, or I've recommended that students go through the game 5 to 10 rounds before they reach the finish line, just to kind of get a lot of practice in substitution. So I'm going to do a little demonstration of this game right now using just the pink and yellow players. I have a little die here, so I'm going to roll the die. And let's say the pink player goes first. So the pink player gets the number 2 on the dice. It's going to move 2 spots to this equation. Now it's the yellow player's turn. The yellow player got 4, so yellow player is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Alright, so once all the players have had their first turn just simply rolling the die to see where they land, then they're going to continue with their second turn to see what number they get, and then they're going to substitute that number into the corresponding equation that they are already on. So let's try that with the pink guy. So again, the pink guy gets a 2. Now I have a little notepad here for the pink guy. So the pink guy starts with writing the equation on that they landed on. Okay, they're going to write down the number that they rolled, and that is equal to the variable that their equation has. They're going to substitute that variable into the equation and solve for the equation. Whatever number they get, they will be moving that number of spaces on this turn. So just following through with this, 14 minus 8 is 6. So the pink player will move 6 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now the yellow player has a question card. They're going to pick up a question card, and let's just say it was this question card that I've already provided as an example. And they have their notepad of paper, or they can have an iPad as well. Now students are allowed to use calculators if they require it for their differentiated instruction or accommodations. They're more than welcome to have it, but calculators are not encouraged. The math is encouraged to be done in the students' heads. So let's see what we have here. So 5, and we're going to do the brackets first. So negative 18 plus 12 is negative 6, divided by 4 plus 1, negative 4 plus 1, equals negative 30, divided by negative 3. And what do they get? They get negative 10. Now with this question, if they get this answer correct, they have to consult with their partner to see if their partner can get the same answer. And if they get the same answer, awesome. If they don't, then that's when they would bring the teacher in just to kind of verify that they get the right answer. And since this person got the right answer, now they can roll the dice for their turn. And they get 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're both at the same spot right now. The next roll that they have, they're going to substitute that number into this equation and then follow through with the number of spaces that that equation gives them. They're going to work all through this until somebody reaches the finish line.